Fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins to the 22-yard line. This defense for the Browns, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson now. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. They'll give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. To throw is Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down of the process.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down, here's Chubb again. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Watson. Here he's got Graham. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
First and goal from the 6. Now Watson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Travis Jones brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second rushing touchdown on the year, and the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Now Cade York for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he stopped immediately there. The Ravens at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. That's into the hands of Prochet. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 40 run.
That's the gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Watson swings this out for Hunt. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Up the middle, it's Chubb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 52 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A give. This is Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Despite missing 3 games, Nick Chubb still finished 2nd in the league with over 1,200 rushing yards. It was his 3rd 1,000-yard season, and he's never had fewer than 8 touchdowns in a year. Across the NFL, few backs are as easy to count on as Nick Chubb.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They give the Chubb out of the gun. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Watson now to throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Jackson. That one complete to Prochet. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A run for Nick Chubb. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go up the middle with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Second down, here's Chubb again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They run it again with Chubb. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3. But they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Throwing now, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Jackson going to hold on to it again. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. So Cleveland able to come